Keeping in theme. The Incredible Hulk, released in June of 2008, directed by Louis Leterrier, with a runtime of 1 hour and 56 minutes. 2008? Really? Starring Edward Norton, Liv Tyler, and Tim Roth. Special mention, William Hurt. So good. I forgot to do something. So, with a production budget of $150 million and a total worldwide taking of $263 million, it didn't quite double its money, this one. So this is where Marvel began to get the Hulk right. Yeah, they changed out actors later on after Edward Norton didn't do so well as Bruce Banner. However, this is where they started to get the CGI right. This is where they started to get it all correct for how to present the Hulk and make him look good. Now, Edward Norton playing Dr. Bruce Banner is quite good. I personally prefer the Avengers Bruce Banner, played by him. And Edward Norton plays that flustered, somewhat driven and genius level character very, very nicely. Liv Tyler. Okay, cool. I don't mind Liv Tyler. I don't know if she was utilised in this movie very well. Liv Tyler's always good, but as Betty Ross, it's Betty Ross, not exactly a top tier character. I like her in the movie. Her presentation of Betty Ross is quite good, but every time I think about the movie, I have to concentrate and try to remember not only was she in the movie, but who did she actually play? Tim Roth, however, is quite psychotic. I really like the feral nastiness of this character. He's detached from humanity, but he's got such a hungering pursuit for combat perfection and the next big fight. I really enjoyed the intensity of his character long before he became the Abomination. Yeah, alright, the Abomination, very cool design. But at the same time, just another monster villain. So, I don't know. He wasn't exactly standout either. And of course, General Ross, played by William Hurt. How awesome is that? And for someone who's listed as a fourth person tack-on to the title, he's in it a lot. Something I do want to touch on in this one is the way that the tone and style of the movie keeps changing. The first two acts feel like a mix of The Bourne Identity and The Fugitive. Just the way it's presented with both the music and the lighting and the shaky cam at times, and then the use of the static shots, and just the way the action and the chase and the hunt is filmed. Very, very reminiscent of The Bourne Identity and The Fugitive movie, and actually the TV show. Act 3, of course, is your monster mash, and it's just a big old monster punch-up. The late half of the third act, anyway. It's fun, it's what you came to the movie for, and I appreciated it at the cinemas. However, I do appreciate the first two acts much more than the final act now that I've watched it on home DVD. Or Blu-ray, in this case. The use of the music, combined with the way they shot these sequences, gave a real energy, a dynamic pacing and urgency and intensity to what is really very mundane things. Filling up test tubes and having them spin on a little thingy felt quite, intrinsic and dynamic and exciting. It has no business feeling like that, but that's what they managed to do. That's clever. I like that. Having said all that, this is probably the slowest paced movie in the MCU. It really takes its time to boil up to the third act, which they kind of got to do. Because if you have the Hulk popping out too often, he loses potency. He loses his impact, so to speak. You never want the Hulk just being, oh look, the Hulk's back. He has to be a moment. The dialogue's good. The tie-ins to the rest of the MCU and everything that's come before it, also very nice. Lots of little Easter eggs, lots of little references. The acting's solid, on point, no real complaints there. There are some dud moments in the middle there. Betty and the Hulk hiding in the cave in the middle of the forest. Could have done without it. Really did slow things down more than it needed to. I know why they did it. It's the whole Frankenstein reference. But, it wasn't really that necessary and wasn't terribly engaging. I also want to say that this movie has my absolute favourite intro title sequence of any MCU movie. They give you all of Bruce Banner's backstory, how it all happened, right there during the title sequence. It's like a recap for those of us who suffered through the previous one. That was terrible. And it's a heads up for anyone who hasn't seen that movie or is unfamiliar with Bruce Banner and the Hulk's background. Ultimately, this movie is a good time. It's not exactly fun, but it is engaging, is engrossing. It is a solid entry. It's a pretty good movie. However, if someone said to me, hey, pick any movie in the MCU, we'll watch it right now, it's never going to be the Hulk. So overall score for this one, I'll be giving this an MCU 1. Again, please understand, this isn't a terrible movie. It's just pretty much the bottom of the pile as far as the MCU experience for me. That's it for me. I'm out of time. As always, I hope you're having a great week. Hope that you go and find some time to watch a movie, and I'll catch you later.